Chapter 9. Working with the Scoresheet. The rush of end of term for quarter one is over, and you can finally take some time to think. You wonder if things are working out as you planned in all of your classes. You want to do some grades analysis to see if you need to readdress any topics from quarter one with your students. You also want to look at one student's scores in particular to see why he isn't performing as well as your other students. Let's look at how PowerTeacher Gradebook can help you with these tasks. The Scoresheet is where you will probably spend most of your time in PowerTeacher. Using the Scoresheet, you can create and score assignments and view and edit final grades for students enrolled in a class. The Scoresheet has three modes: assignments, final grades, and student view. Regardless of the mode you are in, the left section of the pane displays the status of the term, currently S1 in progress, and the names of the students in the selected class, along with their current final grades and percentages. You had a quick look at the assignments mode earlier in the training, but let's take another look now. By default, the Scoresheet opens in assignments mode. The assignments mode, which you're viewing right now, displays all the assignments for the reporting term that you have selected at the top of the pane, currently S1. The assignments are displayed in order of due date, starting on the left. Use the scroll bar at the bottom of the pane to view additional assignments. You can add or delete assignments by clicking the plus or minus signs just to the left of the assignments. The process for adding an assignment is the same as you saw in a previous chapter for creating assignments on the Assignments tab. You can also enter scores in the Assignments mode by clicking in the Assignment column and typing in scores. If you update or add scores for assignments, the final grades on the left will update automatically. Notice that when you change a score for an assignment, the new score immediately affects the final grade for that student. Below the list of students on the Scoresheet is a Summary button. When you click Summary, statistical values appear for each of the assignments. Notice that the format for these values matches the score type of the assignment. That is, if the score type for the assignment was points, the values will also be displayed as points. Statistics are displayed in terms of mean, median, and mode. To better understand the three statistical values, let's look at this list of 6 test scores. The mean is the mathematical average of the scores. To get the average score, you would add all of the scores together and then divide the total by the number of scores. The median represents the middle of all values. Half of the scores will be above this number and half will be below it. The mode indicates the most common or most frequent value. In this example, the most common score is 78 because it shows up twice in the list, while the other scores only show up once. All these values are indicators of how well students do on assignments. If any one of them is unexpectedly low, it may be that students need additional practice on the skills and concepts being assessed, or the assignment needs to be revised. As an example, let's focus on the statistics for the last homework assignment you entered. It looks like this particular homework assignment was a good assessment for your students. The statistics show you that most of the students scored about 15 out of 20 points, which is a score you expected most of your students to earn on the assignment. In other words, because most of your students scored well, you probably don't need to readdress the topic that the assignment covered. To see the statistics for previous assignments, move the scroll bar at the bottom of the pane to the left. To close the summary of statistics, click Summary again.